find out why. Did they ghost you? Now, if you're single or married, it could go either or, however aligns with you. So if you're married and you live in the same house and you notice their energy draws back, or they just stop talking to you, or it's as small as you going on a dating app and finding somebody and going on a date and they just ghost you. This is what we're kind of talking about. So however, again, this aligns for you, Capricorn. We're going to get into your reading right after you go ahead and hit subscribe and click that bell. The rest of the information will be at the end of this video. We are going to get into your Oracle current reading, Capricorn. I want to figure out where you're at right now, and then we'll align that and confirm through tarot card readings. So here we go. Alrighty. Okay. So you have some grieving to do, but you're not quite in a place where you're wanting to do this grieving. So you're not wanting to grieve the loss of whatever the situation was. There is a high positive note on fertility. This could be because either you're pregnant, somebody around you is pregnant, or you're about ready to get somebody pregnant, or you're fertile. You're very fertile. So be careful. Be careful. If you're fertile and you don't want to make babies, be careful. If you're fertile and you're trying to make babies, be careful. Okay. And you are very peaceful. You have a nice, peaceful energy about you. And this could also be indicating to me that the grieving process is over because you figured out what was going on and it's all figured out. But we'll see. We're going to find out through our tarot card reading. Let's get into this. I'm curious to know what's going on. One more. All right, Capricorn. Let's get into this. Fertile. Ooh. All right, so we could be dealing with a fire sign or another earth sign. Fire sign or another earth sign, okay? Let's find out the reason for the breakup. Because your person definitely was in a place of 10 of Wands, stressed the fuck out, feeling a lot of imbalance, feeling overworked, stressed out, you name it, and they were at the ending of that. So they were like, I'm done. So they were on the ending. They were ready to end that cycle. They were like, this is no longer happening. Okay. I'm ending this. Okay. This person has a lot of belonging. They learn a lot of things. They're very traditional. They could even be like a teacher type, maybe a counselor type, who knows, but they definitely are good at counseling. They're definitely good at communicating normally. Or it could be what they're coming from, a sense of belonging. Maybe they're wanting to belong. I don't know, however that resonates. All right. So the reason for the ultimate ghosting situation, if they pulled back on their energy or whether they left the building, is because their dreams, their happiness, their fulfillment was in their hands and they were aware of that. And so they did something about it. They walked the fuck away so that they could feel fulfilled and not overworked, not overstressed, not feeling imbalanced. Okay. All they wanted to do was, bring this belonging, bring tradition, bring some sort of a commitment, bring some sort of change. That's what they were trying to do ultimately. And they did communicate it to you, but when they left the building, they did not communicate that. And however that resonates again for you. Let's talk about you though, Capricorn. Let's find out what's going on over here, because you're lacking fulfillment when it comes to being content or feeling independent or feeling like you are living in the lap of luxury. Come on, stop it. I know you're over the situation. I know that normally you can be pretty down to earth, but you're being kind of materialistic right now. And I feel like that's kind of a normal thing, a normal ride for you to be concerned about the coins, the tea, the money, the honey. I get it, but the fulfillment is in your hands. And if you're not content, it's on the inside. It has nothing to do with the exterior, the materials, or the outer situation. But again, this could just be something that you're really focused on. But I feel like there's definitely some sort of a possessive kind of vibe. Maybe you were being neglectful also. You are very concerned, or okay, this confirms just kind of over focusing on the materials. You have a lot of goals as far as your work and your expansion, and just, spiritually, you have a vision, you have a reason to build, okay, and you have these goals. Now, this could have made it so that you weren't paying attention to this person, and this person was stressed the fuck out about it, and they're like, I'm out, I'm bouncing, I'm not committing to you, I'm not doing this no longer. So let's find out what's more further, what's a little deeper, what's under the surface here. What's really under the surface of this reasoning for ghosting, besides the fact that this person needed to find their happiness. They needed to feel fulfilled, Capricorn. And of course, we can't do that for them, but sometimes we can hinder it, okay? So I'm not going to blame you. There's no blamer game here. None. All right, 10 of Pentacles. We got our 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups, excuse me. Okay, so what came to an ending here was them feeling secure, them feeling like, again, this was something of tradition, something of that was prosperous, something that was pushing them, something that was very much kind of like creating a reliability or a safety, okay? So that was coming to an end, and they got into this really gross energy of feeling disappointed with the whole thing, feeling a regret, almost like, please forgive me, but I'm out the door already type of vibe. So the conflict brought some change, and it really made them look at things differently. And it made it so that your planning or the partnering or the progress to the situation kind of like is like, two people just kind of looking away from each other, really not noticing each other anymore. So it could have been a huge indication that maybe you were planning on babies, maybe you were planning on something in that sense. Because I feel like even with this 10 of Earth, this could have had to do with like, the ending of a cycle, starting something new, as far as like baby stuff or fertility. But there was a lot of disappointment there. But the lack of planning or the lack of coming together, the lack of progress, there was a lack here. Meaningless. It felt meaningless. Nobody was on the path to anything. No action here. All right, let's find out a likely outcome. What actually happened? What's actually happening? Because you are currently in, okay. Let's find out. Okay, so likely outcome here is you're going to get back that love, okay? You're going to get back into it. Especially if you come to closure and you come into the ending of, the old cycle, or you guys communicate or you talk about clarity, you definitely are going to get into this place where you're back on your prosperous thing, okay? Or, you're back on the exterior of things, or being successful, and not only successful, but generous, okay? So you're going to be back on that shit. All right. I feel like you're definitely going to be reliable here, and, maybe shave your beard and put a little, cologne on, zazazoo, and get that sparkle back. But I feel like this is really going to communicate the ending of a really hard cycle. I mean, especially communication wise. So I just feel like this was a whole miscommunication, like the clarity on what the two of you really wanted in life. And, a lot of it had to do with recovery and freedom. I feel like there was definitely some recovery of that. But the freedom here and the coming to the ending of that, this person needs to be free. They need to be independent, just like you. You cannot put all the weight and the responsibility onto this person because it's too much for them. And you obviously are aware of that by now, because you really get back into more of a generous, like giving type of person. You're like, you know what, I'm not going to be a dick. I'm not going to be, neglectful of your needs. I'm here for you. And I feel like that's really nice of you, because you're really leading in that. You're really leading. Very, very experienced of you, sugar. Maybe even a new home. Maybe a baby. You never know. Maybe a baby ghost. I just got lost in your reading. I'm sorry. I got to get out of here. It's like a soap opera. All right. Please enjoy the rest of your beautiful Tuesday. Go ahead, hit subscribe, click that bell so you don't miss any of my notifications for Hangman Tarot. And if you would like, share, like, and follow on the videos that do pop up on your social media, go put them out, share them so that everyone can see them, especially if they resonate. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening. I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye.